Good morning, grade 10s. You'll see on page or on chapter 15 here with the book. I just wanted you to note in this chapter they talk about quite a few graffiti artists. Chalkman and Kerry Smith and Masanobu Fukuoka and so forth. You don't need to know their names for a test. You need to know different types of graffiti. For example, I can ask you, geef me 'n voorbeeld van omgewingsvriendelike graffiti. So give me an example of environmentally friendly graffiti. Then you're going to say, posters or writing with chalk or seed bombs, whatever. The only graffiti artist you really need to know is Banksy because he plays such an important role in the book. And then so the last thing we read in chapter 15 was where Milan left the balloons and the quote for Frankie. Her dad woke her up. She realized it was Milan, but decided not to say anything yet. She wants to, organize her thoughts first and see how it goes. All right. So, chapter 16, Milan. Die agentskap vir wie ek soms promosiewerk doen vir sakgeld. Agentskap is an agency. Promosiewerk is promotion work, so he advertises products for them. And sakgeld is pocket money. So he does promotion work for pocket money. Remember, Frankie goes and she works for her dad for pocket money. Hierdie vorige dag gebel met 'n reeks opdragte vir die volgende maand. So they phoned with a whole list of jobs for him to do the next month. Met die toeriste, the tourists, wat instroom, doen eiendomsagente, that's agents, property agents, or people that sell properties, so estate agents. Alles in hulle vermoë om woonedere in Milpunt en Seepunt te verkoop. So alles in hulle vermoë, they do everything in their power to sell units. Ek moet die advertensiefiets klim. So now advertensiefiets is a bicycle, a fiets is a bicycle, and an advertensie is an ad. So what they do is they attach this big aluminium triangle, the ones you often see next to the road. They attach that to a bicycle. And then Milan has to drive up and down in the streets advertising whatever products on this triangle. Daar het ook 'n lekker aanbod gekom van die roomheidsmaatskappy. Ola, 'n aanbod is an offer, so he says I got a good offer from the ice cream company. Dit beteken goeie geld, so good money, en 'n gratis box Magnum roomhuise. So they pay well and he gets a free box of ice creams. Toe my wekker skril, is ek reeds halfpad aangetrek. Ek gryp 'n appel en 'n narkie in die kombuis en los vir my pa 'n nota op die yskas. This is how they communicate. They leave each other a note on the fridge, or his dad puts his judo schedule on the fridge, and that's how they know where the other one is. Ek het hom gister nie met 'n oog gesien nie, so he didn't even see his dad the previous day. En volgens die judo program op die yskas, is daar vandag weer 'n toernooi in Wynberg waar hy betrokke gaan wees. So 'n toernooi in Wynberg is at a tournament, a judo tournament. So ons sal mekaar seker eers vanaand ergens sien. Miskien 'n pizza gaan eet? Ek spring in 'n taxi in die rigting van Giovanni's, hoër op in Groenpunt se hoofstraat. Die promosiefiets staan gereed voor die agentskap se gebou. So promosiefiets is just the bicycle. Dis duidelik dat Johnny reeds die stof van die plastiekseile afgespuit het. Johnny is another guy that works there. En dan stof, there you can see that stof is dust. Plastiekseile is just the sides, the plastic sides of this triangle. So afgespuit het, he's cleaned it. Dit is gelukkig 'n lekker dag, want om die massiewe aluminium driehoek in die wind, om met die massiewe aluminium driehoek in die wind rond te ry, is geen grap nie. He says to drive around with this big aluminium triangle is no joke, especially not if the wind is blowing. Then it's very difficult. Ek gaan al teen kusweg af vanaf die Seepunt swembad tot by die ingang van Waterfront moet ry. So this is just the route that he's going to take. when he drives. So he starts at the agency and then he drives all the way to the waterfront. Ek gaan wys my gesig in die kantoor en teken my naam by my skof. Skof is your shift, so he goes and signs that he is there for his shift. Vir 'n oomblik oorweeg ek dit om verby Frankie se huis te ry met die gedoente. Oorweeg means to consider. He says for a moment he considers driving past Frankie's house with this, a gedoente is, this big thing behind the bicycle. Maar besluit dan, genoeg is eers genoeg. So for now, enough is enough. I've left her the balloons, I've left her the message, we'll see how she reacts. As sy my na die ballonboodskap nie kontak nie, sal ek aan iets interessanter moet dink om vir haar te post. He says, if she doesn't react after this balloon message, I'll have to find something more interesting to post. Intussen wil ek graag glo, I want to believe, dat sy 2 en 2 by mekaar sal sit. That she will put 2 and 2 together. In other words, that she will realize I am the Groenpunt graffiti artist, and also that I'm the one that leaves messages for her, and that I like her. So there you go. Please answer your questions in your question book. I'd like to mark the questions on Friday. So please make sure you finish it today.